Good afternoon, YouTube community. If you're watching this video, it's because you have decided to delve into the world of actuators in your 96 Tahoe. I imagine that the actuator problems are the same from everything Chevrolet, GMC from 1995 all the way through 1999. So today I'm working on replacing the blower because it was making some funny noises. I also ordered a new climate control module because for some reason, whenever I would turn on the air flow, the air conditioning would turn off. At the same time, my actuator down here, all the way up there, which is our recirculator control actuator, as you can see there's the clapper valve there, has been making a lot of noise for the past several years, and I figured this was a great time to take them all apart and do that whole thing. So what I learned, and there are several videos out there to help. See that thing right there with the N on it? That is the blend actuator. That's the actuator that goes from hot to cold when you turn the dial on your climate control model in the module here in the middle from hot to cold. All the way on the right here, you have your actuator. That's the main. And that one lives down underneath up there. I don't know if you can see it too well. It looks the same. It's actually really easy to get to. If you just go down on the other side over there, you'll see it. It also has an N on it, and that's the actuator that determines which vents that your air comes out of. And then you have this really fun one back here that is the recirculation actuator, and it's behind this all the way. You go down and up and all the way, and if you look right there, kind of in the back, you can see the post that I pulled it off of. Fortunately, there's only 2 screws that are holding it in. The third one is just a post. And a lot of videos out there suggest that the only way to get to it is by taking off the entire dash, taking off everything, and taking your HVAC box off. Which I can see there are some benefits to probably doing that. You can overhaul your entire HVAC box, but I don't believe I have the skill set to do that, especially when it comes to recharging the AC when I'm all done. So it really helps if you have someone in your household with maybe more petite hands. But you take your glove box out, super easy to do. There's other videos out there that'll show you to do that. This is purely for the actuator, but you get one hand up there and your other hand down here. I approached it by taking my wrench. Okay, sorry about that pause. You take your little 1/4-inch ratchet with a 5.5 millimeter socket, and I approach that with my left hand from the bottom. Then with my right hand from the top, you shove it all the way back there. The first thing I did was unhook it with a flathead screwdriver. Unhook the actuator, and you can pull the connection up so it's out of your way, because otherwise it lives down here where it's kind of in your way. So the right hand, I'm laying on my back. The right hand goes up through that little hole right there, shoved all the way back. Not the funnest thing in the world, but it works. 5.5 mil from the bottom. You can get it lined up and slowly but surely pull that actuator out. Okay, so here's this little actuator taken apart, right? When it's up in the vehicle, it's up kind of like this. So those screws are on the top and the bottom, and this part on the side here was just on a post, and there's where you plug it in. The issue I was having is it was making this weird little grinding noise all the time. And there it is, broken gear, because it doesn't know that it's at the end of its spot. So the little door would keep opening and closing the way it's supposed to, but then the motor would just run continuously because it never realized it was at the end. So here, this is evidence that it is possible to take out this horrible little actuator without taking your entire dash apart. Not the most fun job in the world, but it sure beats spending half the day tearing things apart. Enjoy.